I got my lyric book started blasting. Rhythm set my mind free, free, free. I'm writing a lot, unlike it to stop. Look at the clock, blood. It's free, free, free. Gonna write more.
Hey guys, it's your boy Bicky Talks, back again with another video. You're probably wondering, oh, why is this guy wearing glasses? Because I thought as I'm starting to make, progress more into my content, I'm gonna come up with more of a serious attire. You know what I'm saying? And like be more real in what I'm saying. Obviously, I've been speaking what I've been speaking before in my other videos, but I feel like you're gonna start to take man more seriously when I'm starting to come across as, oh yeah, why is this guy looking like I'm looking like me. It's just a thing where you have to just change up and adapt to your style as you're talking, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, today's video is talking about if you feel like giving up, you gotta listen up, innit? You'll go through situations and hard times and rough times, whether it's relationships with people or things that we're doing that we feel like we're not putting enough effort in. And with me personally, like, I've been in situations where it's got to a point where I feel like I want to, not do this anymore. I've had enough. It's too much, it's too hard. You feel me? Because the only person that can push you to where you need to be is actually in fact you, because at the end of the day, you're your biggest enemy. So you can only stop yourself from getting from A to B. You feel me? So it's a thing where as an individual, you have to know yourself in the present to know where you're gonna go into the future as much as you're in the present. No matter what anyone says to you, that you can't do this, you can't do that, because it's like, when you're taking that in, it's like you're trying to put that into your subconscious mind to the point where, oh, the person said I can't do this, then yourself is saying you can't do this. So it's like you're saying self is making you not capable of doing it. But you have to kind of get into the habit or get into the programming of, if my mind is saying no, I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna keep on doing this regardless. Because it's really powerful to have the ability to doubt your mind, because your mind is trying to doubt what you can and can't do. So it's just playing tricks. So it's a thing where to deal with that, you have to see how other people have gone through that process and you can take up on what they're doing. Don't copy exactly what they're doing, because every system works differently for every individual. So it's a thing where you can take up on little pieces of what they're doing and that add it into your own type of game. You know what I'm saying? Add it into your own type of thought process. So it's a thing where as you are consistent and put these habits and these routines of what you're doing before to make little adjustments and make little improvements, and day by day goes on, you can kind of see a difference of it building up, just be comfortable and not make adjustments because people said you can't do this, or you're saying yourself you can't do this, because you're your biggest enemy at the end of the day. So if you're saying, oh, you can't do this, or you say you give up or you quit, then it's like, what is your real reason for doing what you want to do? Are you actually doing it for yourself, or you're doing it for other people? Because if you're doing it for other people, then it's like, what's the point? Because your why is not greater than your real why. You know what I'm saying? Your why is not great. Because if your why is great, then you'll do it for yourself to make you as a person confined within self and be confident within yourself. And people see a different side to you. People will be like, I never knew you could do that. Or I expected this from him, I expected that from him. Because they're going to always critique. People are always going to talk no matter what you do. Whether you like or not, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You can use the doubt of people criticizing you to boost you or to lower you down. So it's a thing where you have to get to that mindset, no matter if it's good or bad, yeah, to kind of boost you and uplift you. You can't just rely on it to just be down all the time, because listen, time waits for no man, so why should you? We haven't got time. We're getting old out here, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have that time and the ability to go up, you know what I'm saying? Because you can never remain down. If you're thinking about that, listen to podcasts, listen to something every single morning when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, yeah, as well, yeah. Listen to something when you wake up on just things and habits that will just program you into doing things that you're not used to for like 30 days at least. Then you do 60, then do 90, because that will help a lot. Because once you put that in your life, past 30 days, then it's gonna form into a new habit. But then again, it's different for everyone. It works differently for everyone. So it's a thing where you have to, you know, to improve on your ability to say you don't want to improve on your ability to say you can't quit, yeah, you have to put that in line, because you have to do things that are not ordinary. You know what I'm saying? You have to do things that are not ordinary. You have to stand out. Not saying I'm standing out for attention, but you have to be the best you as you can every day, because it's really hard. It's easy for people to say they're gonna do this, but when's the work? When you want to put the work in, it's like it doesn't match up for the talk. You feel me? Not a lot of people can do that. Only if you're disciplined and you know what's right for you and you know which path you're gonna go, then you can know. You feel what I'm saying? Because for me, it's like I've been on hiatus where I've kind of said, oh, I wanna, you know, keep doing my thing. I've felt like laid back. I felt comfortable, and it's like I don't have time to lay back because how I am, because how I move. I have to move in a way that I'm on job. I have to move in a way that, you know, people are relying on me. Not to the point of like they're relying on me all the time, but it's like I feel like I've got a duty to be speaking out to people that don't see the light within themselves, when they feel dark, when they feel in a dark space, if they're going through depression or anything. I can be there and like, advise them on things that can help them through day to day, as much as I'm dealing with things day to day. Because it's like, it inspires me and helps me more that someone's telling their story and coming out and saying, listen, I'm going through this, listen, I'm going through that. And it pushes me more to what I need to do for the people. Because all of us, we all have duties, we all have responsibilities. So it's a thing where in your mind, you can't afford to hold back. You can't afford to let things, take over you. You got to work the plan. You can't let the plan work you. You have to have that mindset. Because if you have that mindset, you have that mentality of a leader. Because all of us here, we have roles we got to play. We have roles where we got to play, and we can't afford to, just be laid back or be comfortable. Because another thing as well, if you're liked and admired by everyone, yeah, like all the time, you're going to be comfortable with it. The goal is not to be liked and admired by people. Obviously, it's not in a way of like, oh yeah, don't do some things that are some hateful things, but do things where people will think you can't do it, and like they're gonna have a different perspective of you, yeah. And you're just gonna be like, you're just gonna keep on persevering. You're just gonna keep on persevering to the point where you have to like put an impact on someone else's life. And it's like, you see how Andrew Tate is, how they're doing them, things like that. So like that's an example, but like not to the extreme to other things as well. But yeah, you just gotta be that person that's gotta like put a light on someone's darkness. I hope you guys like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you're gonna see me more in the smart tie, because man's taking things more seriously. I'm not playing games. Love.